All right, so here we are with another video. So Michelle, I have
Yes.
a couple questions for you.
Okay.
Have you ever been on a sinking island?
No.
Have you ever searched for treasure?
Yes.
Okay. You're supposed to say no to that one.
Oh. Well, doesn't everybody go treasure hunting as a kid?
That doesn't count.
Oh, okay. Well, then.
Anyway.
If you meant like real treasure, then no, I guess.
Well, in this game that we're about to play, you can do both.
Okay,
You can be
cool.
on a sinking island while searching for treasure. This is a game called Forbidden Island. So this is a cooperative game. So instead of Michelle and I being against each other, we're going to be on a team playing against the game itself. There we go. Finally got the box open.
So this game is for 2 to 4 players. I'm sure you could probably do it in teams, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I guess not really.
That won't really work.
No. No, I guess not. I know with some of the games we play, you can have teammates and then make decisions together, but I guess it wouldn't really
That doesn't
matter.
work for this game.
Okay.
So we got the instructions here. Tell you how to play the game, and then we have all the pieces.
Which we're gonna go through.
So these are your characters. They're just different colors. We have the tile pieces, which is what the board kind of looks like. Pull these out. They're kind of stuck in here. Okay, here we go. So these are like the actual spaces you move around, and you kind of build the map differently every time. Well, again, we'll show that off when we play.
Here are all the different cards. We have actually 2 piles
There's
of cards.
3 piles of cards.
Well,
So
these are just the people.
The character cards.
The character cards, and then we have the cards.
The gameplay cards.
The gameplay cards, which we'll show you. These go
Yeah.
with this one. So these, you pull 2 every.
Yeah. So those are the treasure cards, and those are kind of how you collect the treasure.
Yeah. So you pull 2 of these every turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the game runs out, no.
You just so yeah.
Yeah, when it runs out, you just redo it.
So you pull at the end of every player's turn, they'll pull 2 of these, and they're either like these kind of treasure cards. There's the flame one, and then there's the chalice one, and then these are kind of like basically one-shot power-ups that you can use at any point to help your team. And then these are the water rises cards. These are bad. These basically, the more of these you draw, the harder the game gets. But you have to draw them.
Which is where this comes in. So there's different levels that you can start at here on the bottom. If I put it in the right spot. So you can see like the beginner, elite.
Yeah, so it's just kind of a difficulty setting.
And then what happens is when you get those water rising cards, it's going to go up each time. And then at the end of your turn, this is how many cards you need to draw from this deck.
Yep.
Which is going to show you whether or not the island is sinking or whether or not...
Yeah, so as you draw... So drawing cards of this deck is supposed to represent the island slowly sinking. And when you draw a card, like this one, the Lost Lagoon, what you would do is you'd find the Lost Lagoon tile on the board. So for each one of these cards, there is a matching, tile card. And basically, whenever you draw that tile's card, you either flip it to the flooded side, or if it's already flooded, you remove it.
From the game. So you're gonna see that while we play. And I know toward the end, like it got to the point where we were missing a lot of tiles.
80% of the island was gone.
So you guys will see how that works and how all the cards interact with each other. And what you're mainly trying to do is you're trying to collect these little. You're trying to collect treasure, like Travis said. So these are your treasure pieces. They're plastic, but so you're trying to collect all 4 of these before the island sinks.
Yeah, and the way you do it is, like we said, you draw 2 treasure cards at the end of every turn. So the way you collect treasure is you need to have four matching cards of one treasure. So 4 of the yellow lion statue. You have 4 of these ones. You have to go to the space. Each treasure has a specific space you need to get to. 2 specific. You can go to one of the 2 specific spaces to get to. You trade in the 4 treasure cards and you collect the treasure. So you're trying to, like Michelle said, collect all the treasure before the island sinks. So it's kind of a race against time, and the different players have different abilities. There's 6 different 6 different characters you can play as, each with their own special power.
And these are just chosen at random at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
You don't like go through them and then pick, oh, I want to be that guy.
I mean, you can do that if you want, but I suggest you just randomly deal them out.
Yeah.
I think that's it. So yeah, the treasure cards, you need to collect treasure, and they have these. This deck has the Water Rising cards in it, and if you draw those ones, that's when you
You have to move your
that's
meter
when you move
up.
the meter up.
And then here are your meter cards.
Yeah, and then you recycle the ones that have already been drawn.
And we'll go through that in the
Yeah.
gameplay so that way you guys can see it.
I think that's it for now. We could probably show it off.
Alrighty.
And everything makes more sense once you see how the game is played.
Yeah. So go ahead and watch the replay of the gameplay, and then we'll come back and tell you guys more about it.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So this is what Forbidden Island looks like when it's all set up. Well, mostly set up. There's still a couple things you need to do. Michelle and I have already played through this once before on the easiest setting. So we're gonna start it up, like kicking it up a notch, as that famous cook liked to say. What was his name? Emerald Lagasse?
Was it Emerald? Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. I was going to say Bobby Flay, but that didn't sound right.
So we're gonna start off on one little notch harder.
So as you can see here, there's different categories.
Yeah.
So most people start here at the bottom level too. That's the novice. So we're going to go up to normal. So we're going to leave this here because this is going to be important during gameplay.
Yeah.
So
The other
it's
thing
going to
we-
correlate with these cards,
Yep.
which we'll show you as we go along.
And then we need to pick our characters, which I'm just going to randomly distribute one to Michelle and then one to me. Alright.
So there are 6 characters
And
to
they all-
choose from,
Yeah.
which we went over in the intro.
Yes.
And they all do different things.
So she got the pilot.
I got the pilot.
Yeah, he can fly around.
So once per turn, I can fly to any tile for an action move.
Yeah, and I got the engineer, so as an action I can show her up twice. For one action I can show her up just twice instead of once. And we went over those in the intro, so what you'll see how they work in game.
So the tiles are set up randomly.
Yeah, so these are set up randomly.
You can set them up in any order.
Yeah,
It
as long as
doesn't
it's
matter.
this shape, it doesn't matter which tile is in what spot.
Right. So the person you're going to be, your little peg, is the color that's on
So
your
you
card.
got blue.
So I'm blue.
And I
So
got red.
so what you're going to do is you're going to look for these little pieces on the cards.
Each tile has a little corresponding little guy symbol. Hers is blue, mine's red. So I start there. She starts over there. And then everyone starts with 2 treasure cards. So I'll give Michelle 2, and I'll take 2.
The trick with the treasure cards is these are public knowledge, so we can
Yeah.
put these out and everybody
Yeah,
can
because it's
see
a team
them.
game, everybody needs to know what everyone has. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the top 6 cards of these, and we're going to flip them to their flooded side. So the watchtower, so we'll find the watchtower.
This is the hardest part
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
That was upside down.
Observatory.
Finding the observatory. Here it is.
Okay.
The
Iron Gate.
Iron Gate. This is number 4. Tidal Palace. Not that one. The other blue one. Okay, and we need 2 more. Back around. So the Dunes of Deception. And 1 more.
Phantom Rock.
Phantom Rock. Okay.
Okay. So the trick with these is that once they're on their flooded side,
If they ever come up again,
if they ever come up again,
then
they're removed
from the board.
Right.
So you lose a spot permanently. So
This
it's
is
very
important.
important for these ones where you need to collect the treasures. So if this is ever removed from the board, so every treasure has 2 spots you can collect it from. So if one's removed from the board, you still have another one to collect it from. But if they're both removed from the board, then you lose the game.
The other important thing to remember too is you cannot move through this
Yeah.
space now. So once this is empty, I can't jump from here to here. I have to go around.
Right.
So you want to keep that in mind as well while you're moving around the
Right.
board. So
But like I said, if both spaces are gone, you lose the game. That's if you haven't collected that treasure yet. So if you already have, the green treasure and then these are gone, you're fine because you already have the treasure.
you'll see as we go
Yeah.
along and play it too.
All right. So go ahead and we'll have Michelle start the game.
So
she gets 3 actions, which are...
The order of play is
Yeah.
all on the back of your card. So, 1, take 3 actions. If you don't know what an action is, they're described right here. So you can move, shore up. I can give a treasure card
to another player, or capture a treasure.
If I have all 4 cards.
And moving is just move 1 space. So that's 1, 2, 3. So that would be, all her 3.
That would be all 3 of mine.
Yep.
So
the first thing you want to do is, because we don't have enough cards to collect treasure, we just kind of want to focus on shoring these flipped ones.
Which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go 1, 2. Flip is 3.
Mm-hmm. So now she draws her 2 treasure cards per turn.
Draw 2 treasure cards. Okay, so I actually got some matches here. But remember, you need 4 of one card. And you're only allowed to keep 5 cards.
Yep.
At a time. So I'm already at 4. So after my 3, I did my 2 treasures.
So
now we have to do the flood cards. So we're still in the 2.
We're at 2, so we draw 2 of those. So the Misty Marsh. So that flips to the flooded
so
side.
now that goes to flood.
And then the Coral Palace.
Coral Palace to the flooded side. To flood. Okay.
So now it's my turn. So I'm gonna go 1 action, 2 actions. And my ability is I can shore up 2 for 1 action, and you can shore up the one you're on and anyone in any space you're adjacent to. So for 1 action, I can shore up these 2 because of my character's special power is shore up 2 spots for 1 action. So that's my action. So now I draw my treasure cards. I got another green and another green. That's good.
All right, and then again, we're on the Water Rising, so 2. Crimson Forest.
Flooded.
And Coppergate.
Coppergate. All the way at the end.
All right.
So now it's back to Michelle's turn.
In which case, I move 3 turns. So.
Or 3 actions.
3 actions.
Yeah, because we don't have enough cards to collect treasure, we just want to focus on shoring up.
1, 2, 3. Okay. That way we can move all around there. So I get 2 cards.
I get 2 treasure cards.
Uh-oh, Water Rising. Okay. All right, so when you get a Water Rising card.
Anyone that have been, all the discarded tile cards get shuffled.
And put on top.
Yep, they put on top. So the ones that have already come up are going to come up again sooner.
Right, so they don't go on the bottom. So I'm just shuffling them.
And then this ticks up.
Yes.
Whenever you draw a Water Rising card, this will tick up. So now we're doing 3. So she's actually going to reveal 3 cards instead of 2. So we went from 2 to 3.
Oh, yeah. All right, and I also, my other treasure is I have a sandbag. So what the sandbag does is that you can shore up any tile on the island. You don't have to be on it or adjacent.
Yeah, I can do it anywhere on the map, and it does not cost one of your actions. So it's a freebie.
Okay, so now I'm going to draw 3.
Yep.
So we have the observatory.
So this one's already flooded, which means it's removed from the game. So that both these cards and the tile are removed from the game.
Tidal Palace gets flooded.
Yep, so that's fine. And then one more.
Dunes of Deception.
Where did they go?
You're on it.
I'm on the Dunes of Deception. Okay, so that's fine. If you're ever on a tile that gets removed, you just have to move to an adjacent space. You're forced to move away. Alright, so now it's my turn. So I'm just going to shore up for 1 action because my character's ability. I'm going to shore up this one and this one. And then I'll just move twice because I have 2 more actions. So that's all I'll do. I draw my 2 treasure cards. I got my 4th chalice piece. I have this one. Remember, I can only have 5 cards, so this will be my 6th. So I gotta ditch one of my cards. I don't want to ditch any of these because that's how I collect treasure. So either my helicopter or my purple. I'll get rid of the purple.
Okay. And then
my flood cards.
3.
Yeah, so I go into it.
Crimson Forest. Phantom Rock.
Is removed. So that card goes with it.
That's right. Cards go up here if they're removed. And then Copper Gate,
Is
which is
also
also removed.
So now that some spots have been removed from the board, we're gonna get through this a little quicker. Yeah. So it's Michelle's turn.
Okay, so I can move 3. I don't have enough to get a treasure yet, although I do have a sandbag and I can shore up anything. However, the ones that are flipped,
Yeah, like these ones on the edges aren't really that important.
you're not collecting treasure off them.
And they're not like a middle piece that you would use as a path. So this is probably one you would want to shore up. You don't really need to worry about those edge pieces.
So 1, 2.
And there's not really much else to do.
You can take that third, or you don't have to.
Yeah.
Go ahead and draw my 2 treasures. Up, water rising.
Okay.
So again, we move 1 up. We're going to shuffle the cards and we're going to put them back on top.
But we're at 3 and we're drawing 3, so we know we're going to draw these 3 again.
So here's my.
So we might as well just go ahead and
discard.
Because like we would shuffle these up, put them on top, and then we'll just draw them. So we're going to shortcut this a little bit.
And just pick those
and
3.
So it's Crimson Forest, Dunes of Deception, which is right here, and Tidal Palace, which is right here. Alright, so now it's my turn. So I'm going to go 1. This is the green chalice spot, and I'm turning 4 green chalice cards. So we'll go here, and we will collect
the green treasure.
The green treasure. So that was 1 to move,
1 to collect.
1 to collect. So 1 more action, which will just to be short these to give us a little bit more time.
Now remember, he can shore up 2 at one time.
Yeah, because my character. It's specifically because of my character. Normally it's only 1, but my character allows for 2. So now into my turn, I draw my treasure cards. I have another helicopter in the gold. And now my 3 flood cards.
Let me move them so that you're not covering the board. Misty Marsh is out.
Removed.
2 Coral Palace. And the third one is Watchtower, which is now out.
Yeah, so as you can see, as the game goes on, the island starts to collapse.
Alright, so now it's my turn. I don't have enough to collect any treasures yet.
No. Remember your ability lets you fly around, but...
Yeah, but there's nothing to fly around for.
You can fly here and then just soar up too.
That's true. I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll fly here. And then we'll shore up these 2. Especially this one because it's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
You kind of want that as a path. 2, 3. Treasure. Ooh. Alright.
So you gotta get rid of 2 cards.
I gotta get rid of 2 cards.
I'd say here, I don't know if these are showing up on camera.
I don't know if they're in the camera.
But get rid of the gold and the sandbag so we don't have any spots to shore up.
All right.
Yeah.
So
put them over here, just so I think they're a little more visible.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can see that better now.
Hopefully mine are showing up on camera as well. I think they are. All right, so now it's my turn. Oh, you didn't do your flood cards.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
Iron Gate.
Iron Gate.
Gold Gate. Cliffs of Abandon.
All right. So now it's my turn. So I'll just go 1. So we 2. Again, I can do 2. So my character's ability. So 2 actions, and I have 1 more. I'll just go 3. So I grab my treasure, sandbag, and a fire. And now my 3 flood cards.
Bronze Gate. Temple of the Moon. Temple of the Sun.
Okay, so this one's...
That's out of the way, so it's not going to matter.
You're the only one who can get there because of your ability.
Oh, that's right, but we need that because we haven't gotten
Yeah, there's
yet.
also this one we can collect it at too.
Ah, but we will need to turn one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's your turn. I would suggest you either...
Flip one of these.
Yeah. Probably
Alright.
that one because it's easier to get to. So you just fly there.
1 action, 2 action.
Yeah, remember her ability basically lets her
Right.
teleport.
1 action
Or
to
fly
flip.
a helicopter, I guess.
Let's
Yeah.
just go here. I need 2 treasures. All right, water's rising.
Okay, what's that one?
This is a green chalice.
We don't need that
So
one,
we
so
don't
you can
need
ditch it. All right, so take
We
out.
are at 3, so let me mix these up, and then we're just gonna pick the top 3. We'll see where we are.
I only have 1 treasure.
When we played this the first time, we were able to win. So let's see if we
Yeah.
can do that for you guys.
Okay, so top 3
Tidal Palace,
flips,
Golden Gate,
flips,
flips,
and
Coral Palace,
flips.
flips. Okay.
My turn. All right. So just to give us a little more time, because remember, once a card is removed, that basically makes this deck smaller, which means you're going to go through it faster. So to give us a little bit more time, I'm just going to shore these up for 1 action. I'm going to use a helicopter card, which basically lets me teleport, and it does not cost an action. So I'll go here, shore up again. Again, it's only 1 action for me to get those 2. And I have 1 more action. And you can't shore up diagonally. There is a character whose ability is he can shore up diagonally, but I can't do that. So I'll just move there, try and get ready for my next turn. So I get my 2 treasures. Actually, I'll just go ahead and use my sandbag to flip this up as well, just to give us more time. So I'll draw my 2 treasures. I got a fire and I have to get rid of 1. No, I'm at 5. Okay, so I can give to this to Michelle, but it has to be on my turn. So I gotta wait.
Yep. All right, so then you're 3. Dunes of Deception. Cliffs of Abandon. Bronze Gate
is removed from the
is
game.
now removed. Okay. All right. In which case it is my turn. I am going to shore up 1,
Trying to get to me so I can give you.
2, 3.
Yeah.
I get 2 treasures.
Yeah.
1, 2. All right, 2.
Just ditch them both.
Ditch them both.
Yeah.
All right. Ditch them both.
Now your
3
plugs.
cards. Crimson Forest.
Come on.
Temple of the Sun.
See, it's a good thing I flipped that. And Temple of the
Temple
Moon.
of the Moon again.
Okay.
So now it is
My turn.
Travis's
So
turn.
I will go 1.
Are you going to give me that card?
I have to be on your spot to do
Oh,
it.
that's right.
So I have to move to you. Another action to give Michelle, but you have to get rid of 1 because now you're at 6. And I have another action. I guess I'll just. I guess what I would have done is. Sorry, we're gonna rewind a little bit. First, I'm gonna shore up. Then I'm gonna move.
3.
Then give to you.
Okay.
And that's 3.
All right.
My 2 treasures. Another helicopter and a fire. We'll get rid of this.
And we're now
And
ready
now,
to
because the
shuffle
treasure
that.
deck is empty, we shuffle the discards and
we are gonna
go
flip.
again. Which means the
Iron Gate.
water rising cards are back in play.
Whispering Garden. Twilight Hollow. Aha. All right. Wait for
so now it's
Travis to
Michelle's
put
turn.
those out. So I'm going to use my 1 fly per turn as an action.
You can take me with you if you want.
Why?
Your ability says you can take one other
No, it
pawn.
doesn't.
No?
It says once per turn, fly to any tile on the island.
Oh, it's the helicopter card. That says
Okay, so I'm going to go to Temple of the Moon, trade them in.
Okay. And then we get the.
And then we get this treasure.
So now we only need 2 more treasures. Oh, and you have a fire, and I have 3 fire. Yeah. So that.
There's
yeah,
3.
We will retroactively do that. I'll have to get rid of a card though.
Well, why retroactively? It doesn't matter
Because
when
you
I give it
had
to
already
you.
moved off my space.
Oh, that's right. My last one, I could give you a card at any
Yeah.
time. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
first I give Travis the fire.
Then you move.
Then I helicopter. Then I
and then
turn
you
it in.
Yeah. That's all kosher.
All right. So then green. Green. Oh, water rising.
Okay.
So these get
this will
shuffled.
go up. So now we're at 4. So now we're going to be drawing 4 out of the deck. And we still need the fire and the lion
And the
statue.
lion. Sorry guys, my shuffling isn't very good today. There we go.
And I have the cards for the fire.
All right. So then those go on top.
And now you're doing 4.
Tidal Palace. Crimson Forest. Temple of the Sun.
So this is gone. There, that card's removed.
Oh,
The one-
Golden
yeah.
Gate.
Right here.
Good. Well, we only got one out, which is fine because we had nothing else down here
Yeah.
anyways.
So now it's my turn.
Now it's your turn.
So I need to get to a shadow or a fire. All right.
That's a fire and that's a fire. That one's
Yeah.
closest.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is on the first action here. First action will be to move. Second action will be to shore up 2 because of my ability. And then I get to use my helicopter for free to teleport here. And then third action will be to turn in the 4 cards for the fire.
All right.
And that's my turn. So now I get 2 treasure cards, and we need
We
lions,
just need
right?
the lions. Yeah.
And now 4
Oh, yeah. Let me
play
do it.
cards. Yeah.
All right. Temple of the Moon, which now
It's gone.
kicks me off.
So you have to move to an adjacent spot. Okay, and that goes
Oh yeah. There's 1, 2 Coral Palace.
3,
3 is Dunes of Deception.
4.
4 is Cliffs of Abandon.
Yep.
All right. So now it's my turn.
Just move and shore up what you can.
1.
Or we can teleport. So maybe just teleport here and shore up.
2.
Or here, actually, and shore up. Yeah.
3.
Yeah. That's probably the best thing to do.
Okay.
So I got your 2 treasures.
Yep, 2 treasures. 1, 2. Oh, I have all chalices and we
No.
don't need them.
Nope.
All right,
Now
and then
your
4.
cards
Iron Gate.
is gone. So get the card. Remove
Oh,
the card.
yeah, I will. Twilight Hollow, gone. Whispering Garden,
Flips.
flips. Cave of Embers is what you're on.
Yeah.
So it's flips. All right.
My turn. We'll go 1, 2. I'll just move up here with you for 3. We'll use my sandbag just to flip this up just to give us a little more time. So now my 2 treasures. Okay, I got one.
Got a lion
one
at least.
lion.
Okay.
And now my 4. Okay, so we need this spot.
Lost Lagoon.
Oh, we're on.
Oh, we're on it. Breaker's Bridge. Down there. And Howling Garden is up top. All right, so woo! Lots of work to do.
Yeah, you should get Loot Fool's Landing flipped back up because if that's ever flipped down, we
1,
lose.
2,
3.
3.
Okay.
That's all 3. I get
So
2
you get
treasures.
2 treasures.
Remember, we can only keep 5. I'm
Yep.
already at 3. Oh, hey, look, I got another one.
Okay.
And a lion,
All
which we
right.
actually need.
Yes.
Here's my treasures. Hold on. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
All right, now 4. We're gonna run out of cards.
So we'll
So
do that
flip
one.
those 2. Silver Gate. Cave of Shadows.
So we still need 2 more, so we're gonna shuffle these up to make a new
Let Travis shuffle
slug
these a
deck.
little better.
And it's only 2 more.
So yeah, so one of the rules is that this,
Yeah. So
if you lose this card, that's the end of the
yeah,
game.
that spot error is removed. The game's over because in order to win, everyone has to be on that spot, and then you use one of the helicopter cards to get off the island. And that spot's not in the game. Well, then you can't do that. Okay. All right. So we'll just riffle this. All right. We still need 2 more.
2 more.
So
Crimson Forest is right there.
removed, so get that out of there. And 1 more. Whispering
Garden.
Okay. So we need these. So I suggest you. It's your turn.
Your
yeah?
turn.
It's my turn?
Yeah, I just went.
Okay. Okay. I'll go 1, 2, and I'll go 3. Yeah, 3. And then maybe, depending on what I get, maybe you can give me your
Yep.
your lion. So I get my 2 treasures, fire, which I don't care about, and a lion. Okay.
You have 5, so you're good.
Yeah. And now my 4 flood cards.
Aha. Howling Garden.
Fool's Landing. So
Fool's Landing
it's the
again.
important one.
Breaker Bridge.
Is removed.
It's removed.
So get the card out.
Dunes of Deception.
Okay.
All right.
So the island is shrinking.
It is. Okay, and so now it's my turn.
Yeah.
So Travis gets my card.
Remember, you need to be on the same spot. Last game we played, your character let you give cards
I
from
know.
anywhere.
This confuses me. Okay, so 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I get 2 treasures.
Yep. And you have to get rid of 1 because you have 6
Yep.
now.
So we're going to get rid
Yeah,
of
you
the
don't need that. We don't
chalice.
need that anymore. We already got that treasure.
And then 4 here. So Gold Gate,
Flipped.
Tidal Palace,
Flipped.
Cave of
It's removed.
Shadows,
So the card goes with it. And last one.
Cave of Embers. All right.
My turn.
Don't go too far because I have your other lion here.
Yeah, actually, I have to need to get rid of a card, but it's fine. All right. So I will go 1, 2, and then just move back.
Okay.
So I get my 2 treasures. Here's my lion
Oh, okay, cool.
and the helicopter, which we'll need to get off the map.
Island. You still have too many cards.
I don't need this. You have 2 minutes. No, you're at
No, I have 4. I have 5.
Yeah.
That's the max. Okay. And then 4 island cards. So, Coral Palace,
It's gone. So the card goes with it.
Lost Lagoon. Silvergate.
It's gone.
And the last one. Cliffs of Abandon.
Okay.
All right, so you can see
So we need to reshuffle this. the
now
map.
that we're getting really low. We've lost more than half our island at this point.
But we're almost there. So I suggest you just make your way
To the helicopter
to the
pad.
helicopter pad and shore up what you can along
Is
the
it
way.
my turn?
Yeah, I think. Right? Yeah, because I moved shore up and then moved back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it's your turn.
So it's my turn. So I've got 1, 2,
And just move that.
3.
And yeah, and use your sandbag just to shore something else up to
Okay.
give us a little bit more time.
Use our sandbag here. Here, we'll go down here.
And then you have 2 treasures, which are the last 2.
Last 2. Oh no, water rises twice.
Okay,
Water
so that
rising,
takes up
water
twice.
rising. So we are now at
So
5.
now we're down to 5.
Uh-oh. All right. It's a good
Okay,
thing we're
so-
almost done.
So now this needs.
Cave of Embers.
Flips.
Howling Garden.
Flips.
Tidal
Is
Palace.
This is number 3.
Or Dunes of
Is
Deception
removed,
is
and
removed.
This is the last one.
One more. Lost Lagoon
removed.
is gone. All right. So, Travis's
But
turn.
I think we're gonna win. So, because I'll go 1.
We'll turn it in and get
Actually,
the lion.
no. 1, 2, 3. But oh yeah, and then
And then a helicopter.
And then I use the helicopter.
And now we're
And
transported.
then we get rescued off the island.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So, as you see, we lost a lot of the island. In order to win the game, all players need to be here. So if you have 4 players, all 4 players need to be here before you can
But only
use.
one person needs a
Yeah,
helicopter.
only one person needs to use a helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's someone honking their horn outside.
Yeah, sorry. We'll try and cover that up somehow.
But that's the game.
That's it.
Pretty fun. And
We'll let you know our thoughts
came
afterwards.
down to the wire. Yep.
All right.
All right. So we just played Forbidden Island, and we did manage to win. Managed
Barely.
to beat the island. Yeah, we got pretty iffy towards the end there. So what do you think about the game?
I like it. It is fairly simple to learn. I've only played this game once, which was when we did this. Otherwise, we did a run through before
Yeah.
that. It's not a game that I've played before regularly. I like that it's easy to use. I know it says ages 10 and up, but really I think you could be a little younger and still play because it is a cooperative game, so you are working
Yeah.
together. But I like it. I like that, it really makes you think because you don't know what cards are coming up.
Right.
So it kind of makes you want to collect the treasure faster, but because you can only have 5 of those treasure
Right.
cards
Yeah.
in your
Yeah,
hand,
we didn't mention that earlier.
you see
yeah.
it in the gameplay though.
Yeah.
But because you only have those 5 treasure cards in the beginning that you
have
can hold on to at
you have
any
to
time,
give up something.
you have to give up something. Yeah. So it kind of makes you think like,
And you have to wait, because there's only 5 cards per treasure. So if you ditch 3 of them, you have to wait for it.
you have to wait for the cards to recycle
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
So that can be kind of weird. So the way you see it in the gameplay is like I start getting rid of some of my treasures that I know Travis already has 2 or 3 of.
Right.
So that way we can kind of try and work together where I'll collect the other 2 and then he'll collect the 2.
Right, and if you already have one of the treasures and you're drawing those cards,
You can just get rid of
you
them,
don't need
yeah.
to toss them out.
So what do you think of the game?
It's fun. I think this might have been one of the first cooperative board games that I've played. I've played this many years ago for the first time, so I'm pretty familiar with it. I think this might be one of the first cooperative games that I've played, because most of the games I play are competitive, where you're against other players, as opposed to Forbidden Island, where you work as a team and you're playing against the game itself. I like it. I tend to play the competitive games more often, but I do like the cooperative games. And this is a series of games. There's 2 other Forbidden something games. There's Forbidden Desert and Forbidden Sky, and they're both cooperative games, and they're fun. And we'll probably show those off at some point too.
Yeah, definitely. I know I've done Forbidden Sky. I haven't done Forbidden Desert.
Yeah. But Forbidden Island's a good, easy to learn cooperative game if you want to, have a change of pace from those.
From those competitive
Yeah.
thinking games.
Yeah.
This is definitely more my type of game.
And it's not too there's not too many things
There's not too many rules.
There's Pandemic is another cooperative game where if one thing goes wrong, then the whole game's over. It's not quite as brutal as Pandemic, but Forbidden Island, it's a good game. I suggest it.
Yeah, so be sure to check out your local small game shop to buy it. We're going to put the information from Amazon down below just in case you want to get, who made it, the name of it. That way you can see the cover art, make sure you're buying the right game. But we definitely recommend you go to your small local game shop.
So it's the first place you go if you have one near you. If
And if not,
then
the Amazon link is below.
the internet has all your answers.
Alrighty, thanks
All
guys.
right, thank you for watching.
Alrighty, bye.